Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at a few changes in the 9.0 update.
Indeed, and you're not so.
Oh,
So we're looking at in this video the changes in a lot of the maps that have coming out. There's what, 7 maps I said? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
yeah,
6.
you said
Yeah,
7.
7 maps with changes. So this one here is Malinovka. Few changes in here, mostly with this hill in front of us, but you notice this rock behind us too. It's new. I'm not sure if there was a rock there before, but it definitely didn't look like that if there was. But nice T-54, by the way.
Yes.
Your tracks look a little bit messed up.
Here, look down the barrel. It is rifled.
Indeed. But there's a whole other video devoted to that, so we'll mosey on up here up the hill. Now there is multiple changes to a lot of the maps, and this one I'm sure there's more than what I'm showing you, but this is the big thing up here. The hill.
Now, fighting on this hill is always something that I really have disliked from this side.
And it looks like, if you look behind me here, there's more of a dip in the side of the hill there, so you can move up the hill with more cover, so you don't get shot from stuff over here so much.
People would always hit me while coming up here.
Especially if you're in something slow and big.
Yeah.
But right here you can kind of hide right here in front of me. You can climb up there from that spot there. I wish I had my mods. But this is the test server, so I don't have them installed. And you climb up here a little more and you see, holy crap,
Oh boy.
a second route. So there's a rock there you can hide behind, get a little cover from there. That's some nice artillery fire, although the rock's kind of at an angle, so you can't hide on that side here without taking potential artillery fire. You could hide on this side too, a closer side to us. However, then tanks up here can shoot at you. And there's this windmill here, as usual. There is
like
no
this
longer
spot.
a little hill here. So that's different.
I like this spot right here.
No, I can't see it
This
now.
would be, this would be good for the IS-7.
That could be a nice hull down spot. Still shows a little bit of your hull though. That could be problematic.
Well, the IS-7 though, it would just show the pike.
That's true. Yeah, nice little change. A little bit of cover from stuff down over yonder. And really this hill has just kind of been stretched out a little, especially in the other direction.
More balanced though, so.
So that's the only real changes to this map. A few little things over here probably. But I never really go that way, so I don't really know.
Oh.
Good job. See you for the next map. Okay guys, now we're on Serene Coast. And the first change you might notice is exactly where I'm sitting, there is no longer a big rock. Before you could take cover behind that. It wasn't very useful though. And then the next part up here you'll see on this little island jet, if you look at the mini map where we are, you'll see this whole thing is significantly different. There's a lot more cover. So you can actually hide behind these things down here now. Whoop. Good job. And you can climb up these if you really want to. I don't know what kind of use that would really be unless you wanted to shoot off into the town or something. I don't know. But doesn't seem like you'd want to do that anytime.
Yeah, not really.
Climb on up over here.
I think they're more of just something to hide behind, not on top of.
Yeah, just extra little things that you can...
Oh, look at that, you're actually on a rock.
Yeah. It's not very often you can make it onto a rock. I'm probably going to get stuck doing this. Oh no. And the rest of this is pretty similar. You'll notice there's a few less trees. Less cover on this island. Where the house is anyway. Other than that, there's a few little changes here and there. I don't think you would... Hey! You go to there before, could you?
I don't even know if that was there before. I honestly have not played on this map much. I just never seem to get it.
I think that whole island is a little wider.
And then when I do get this map, I go through the middle. Well, not the middle, but the middle.
Well, other than that, not a whole lot of huge changes. They definitely smoothed out this whole water crossing a bit, so that less tanks would drown doing it.
Oh, look at this.
You no longer half drown getting across.
So, bye.
Bye.
No, look where I am. I have no idea if this was like this before.
I'm
Like I
pretty
said.
sure it was not like this.
Yeah.
Anyways, another part to the map that's different, so we'll go check that out now. And as we're heading off into the other directions to look at other stuff that's different, I'm pretty sure this mound here is different. I don't think it had a chunk out of it before.
Is it the one at J12323?
Yeah. And you'll see there's a lot of little changes. I don't know if this path here is noticeable before. This one here. But it might have been. And as far as changes that go over here, on this side, I've been told that there's changes, and this is a lot more smoothed out. But it's a route that I've only gone once or twice many weeks ago, so I'm not entirely certain of it.
Not specifically.
That could kind of change things a little bit. I do feel like there was more hills there.
Is this even flatter than it was when they made it? How?
I remember there used to be a big hill in front of me when it first came out. Then it was removed and redone, and it looked more like this.
Yeah, but now it's just what? Okay.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna do it. I did it.
And now we're on steps. I guess that's how it's pronounced. That's where we assumed, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like there's nothing too huge as far as changes go on this map. You can see the mini-map has a few different things. You can see there's a bunch of different roads that are kind of added on the mini-map. But they're just kind of little tiny roads, like the one you see immediately in front of me, not really anything significant. As far as cover goes on the other side, the rocks have kind of been rearranged and resized a little bit. So nothing too big there. This here is pretty similar. Again, maybe some minor changes, but nothing terribly huge. There wasn't a whole lot that I could remember over along the east side, but we will double check that before we head out, and if there's anything there, we'll let you know. But this is a little more bumpy, I think. There's a little pathway going through it, so it's a little bit more, I don't even know what word I'm looking for.
Pathy.
Pathy, sure. Yeah, nothing too significant. So as far as changes on this map go, there's not a whole lot of stuff that's really different. I haven't played it enough since they redid it in the last update to know what they've changed since then already. But nothing looks overly different. Maybe there's a few buildings down there that weren't there before, but I'm not sure about that again. Since your ammo rack's damaged, we'll try to ammo rack you as we're looking around. We'll check out the... What way is it? That way. Like over the one line and see if anything's real different over there, but other than that, not a whole lot.
Broken.
Yeah. Okay, didn't ammo rack yet. We'll check that out over there and see if anything's different, and if there is anything different, we'll...
Wait for me.
We'll show you. No, bye! So we have possibly made a discovery. I don't remember this river being here before. I also don't remember the T-54 backing up so slowly. But remember, they did change some things with the transmissions and tanks.
At the top of the patch notes, it says, like, they do not contain details of characteristic changes of some tanks, so...
So I know the transmissions have been changed in most vehicles and just how they work. There's a little more to how tanks react or resist the ground and whatnot, more than just rolling resistance now. Tank can actually slide down a hill differently.
We got a nice slide before. I like that one.
I guess the river was here because there was always a river here. I don't remember it going alongside before though, but again, since last update when they changed this map drastically.
That looks more like a moat over there though, because it was like a castle. Or something, I don't even know.
It's true, that's pretty neat over there. Anyway, on to the next map.
Wait, I know what that means.
But what means what?
You'll never take me?
It means your death? Yes, it does. Ah. Well, I guess the viewers will miss out on your death. Okay, so we're here on Mountain Pass, and so far, ooh, hi.
Hi.
We have failed to notice any significant changes other than just essentially cosmetic ones. So I'm not too sure what was really changed in here. In the meantime, I assume that we can't flip tanks over upside down yet. That is something they're adding soon. Trademark soon. Ow, my fuel tank. But let's just double check that we can't actually flip tanks over yet. Nope, but still have that 60-degree limitation.
Yeah, come on. So
anyway, we'll take a quick look around again. We still have a tiny bit of it to go, but not much. And we'll let you know.
Alright.
Okay, so we failed to find anything changed about Mountain Pass still. Don't bite our heads off if there actually is something.
I blame Silk.
Yeah, you sure blame me. But we didn't find anything significant, at least. Maybe the rivers are different or something here, but nothing too significant, honestly.
I need help.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll help you. I mean, maybe not the kind of help you were looking for, but I'll help you.
Oh, no, 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 no. I need an adult.
There, I helped. Alright, we're now on Severogorsk. Oof, man, I'm going to get in trouble for pronouncing that wrong again. I have before, several times. Don't hate me. Now this map...
Okay, so I already hate you.
This map definitely has the biggest changes. You may have already noticed them. The town's a little different. This area, though, the hills on both the east and the west sides, wow. Completely different. So you're coming up the west side right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so coming up here, you can see that the area to climb up is a whole lot bigger.
I'm also
There's 2 routes.
resisting my primal urges.
To jump?
No.
To shoot?
No.
Oh no. I don't understand, but... so there's not a whole lot of places where enemy can shoot in on you, except for artillery, except for right here. You can snipe down all you want right here, but don't even think about it. But you don't really have any kind of cover. There's not really any bushes up there that you can hide behind. There's definitely no hard cover. So it's dangerous. Then heading on down here. Got 2 routes to choose from again, just like on the other side. It's completely different, really. I think they should be good changes, actually. We'll see how it plays out. Won't take quite as much bravery to go through the middle this time, possibly. A few changes back over here, too. But mostly just kind of moving this hill. This is going to track me. Oh, no. It's going to track you. No, 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 never mind. I'll be quiet now. I'm completely wrong. You can see the bases up for both teams have been moved.
Ooh. Much open. Much more open.
So the whole town's a little bit different. Not too much different, but a little bit. And then we'll go up to the side here. And you'll see there is a huge difference there too. The town over here seems to be stretched out a little more in this direction. Kaboom. That was a laggy explosion for me for some reason. And if people are wondering as far as performance issues go with these new tanks, I've noticed no change in frame rate. You'll see I'm locked at 30 frames per second. That's what my recording software does.
Recording, yeah.
So that's not really anything to show for it. But otherwise, I'm normally getting the same 60 VSync, so 60 locked as usual.
I don't use VSync. VSync spooks me.
I do, because otherwise you get split frames.
Oh.
But this whole side over here, you can see that's different. As of course this little ledge thingy here, even the smallest tanks can't fit through there though. So it's really just a good spot to shoot at each other.
I can fit through there.
Okay, go for it.
Alright.
Here, let me help you.
Yeah, I may need some help. Oh, almost got it.
No.
Oh.
So if you continue on, we'll kind of backtrack a little bit and go back towards the center. Because the enemy can come up through the center here. So this could really help.
Oh yes, this is very changed.
The team that holds this side, the east side here, they could potentially have a lot to do with defending the town.
This map is entirely new now. Like it's not a hill anymore. This is like a valley over here.
Uh-huh.
And like over there is also like a hill valley type thing.
I kind of suspect whoever has this side is going to have a lot of power in the game. But you can even go back
actually,
here.
Look at your map. It looks pretty symmetrical to both sides in terms of like mountain and cover.
True. Again, we'll have to see how it plays out, I suppose. Once we get into some actual battles, see where people go, see what happens once people get their tactics down pat. So you can sneak back here pretty good, though. There's a fair amount of cover until you get to this area. And then once you get past that, there's a fair amount of trees in this hill here. That's a pretty good cover. A little bit of a dip over here. Really, it just kind of takes you almost right into the enemy's base. Or in my case, my own base.
Nah, it's the enemy's base.
There is a little bit of open area, though. And it's a similar idea for the other base, too. So, my enemy's base right now.
It's a lot of open.
Wow. That's a big difference. I'm looking forward to seeing how this will play out in comparison.
Yes.
But this is probably the biggest change map. We'll see how Pearl River goes next, because that's the last one we had to do. Ouch. Not really. And we'll see you there.
I'm a disappointment.
Yeah, I should have recorded that. Drepik saying he retracts his previous statement. So I had to retract my previous statement as well in saying that the last map, Severogorsk, however you pronounce it, Severogorsk, in having the biggest changes, because it probably still does, but
actually, yeah, I retract my retraction. Severogorsk has the most changes.
I should have brought my T-71 for this. And at my base here, you can see right away, there's like a whole building missing here. This whole hill's been reshaped a little bit. I meant to shoot right in front of me, by the way. Not way over there.
You shoot the ground and you miss.
There's not a whole lot of difference. I have been through this map real quick before, since the changes here, but there's not as many changes over in that direction. There's a few, though. We're not going to get to them, just because of hopefully keeping this video shorter-ish. But what the big thing is right in here, and take a look at the mini-map. You can see there's several paths leading right through the center now.
Oh.
That's amazing.
I didn't even notice those.
So there's two different routes for each team to get through here. And it leads to the other enemy's base, and it also leads over into the north section. It joins in there in the third place. So this is the route that I'm taking here. That is kind of my team's route still. So if you're looking for me, I'm in the C6 area.
I am in D8.
Here's something we noticed with the T-71 when I had it on this map. Oh, I thought I got myself stuck. We could not get our tank onto the bridge. In an invisible wall.
There's a bridge?
Over at B6, that bridge thing.
Is that new too?
Nope, that's always been there. If you see it, you'll remember it, I'm sure. But it's... on the mini-map, it shows a path down here, but really this is just that footpath. There's no way you're climbing up it here. But you cannot get into the bridge. You used to be able to. There was a way you could get smaller, faster tanks into there, up onto there, on the side, into the bridge before. Ever since this map was added, I guess. However, you cannot now.
There's a wall. It's like a wall there.
Yeah, it's just an invisible wall. That's the first invisible wall. Can you shoot through it?
Yeah, I shot through it.
Yeah.
I got this. Oh.
It's the first invisible wall I've seen in World of Tanks since they added physics, other than, of course, like the map borders. And a few broken hitboxes on trees. Doesn't even count as a wall, though. And this leads right into the northern area.
I like this.
So if you lose the north now, it means more to the enemy.
These are some drastic changes.
Mm-hmm. So now the enemy can flank you from multiple directions when they get the north. They're not only going to come in one direction. So that means if you were a lonely T-95 on my enemy's base, and they moved the bases too, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
You could no longer be a lone T-95 sitting over in that area waiting for the enemy to come along the bridge and hold them all off, because now you're going to have people coming down the side here flanking around you, and a lone TD is usually not a happy TD or one that'll live long. As far as changes go down over yonder, there's a few, mostly because the cap has been moved, so there's a few little ones here and there. You can see the cap off in the distance right there.
Yes.
And before you could climb this hill. It took a long time and it wasn't really of any use to anybody as far as tactically, ooh, wow, goes. But you could ever since the map was added. I think this map was added after 8.0, wasn't it? I might be mistaken there.
No, I have no idea anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Anyway,
all just old tanks and new tanks.
and if you come down along here, these houses, they kind of lead right all the way around. So that's a big way to get into the enemy base, or near to it. Another way to apply pressure. There's houses pretty much all the way along here. It's another huge way where you can have a lot of cover, and this is different, as you notice. Get into the enemy base quickly. So teams are going to have to start sending some tanks this way every game. Otherwise, the enemy's just going to push the center and destroy you from the inside. I'll go up on the hill because there is a few small changes up there, but there's not a whole lot. Hi.
Hi.
Typey. Alright, so you see where we are on the mini-map. We're over at the K45 area. And this area has been opened up a little bit. So there's now a real way to flank right there. And yeah, you can get up on the hill where Drepic is behind me.
Hi.
That's a good overlook. Not a whole lot of cover once you're up there. And getting down the front way might be difficult. And as well, it's just kind of a little divot over and behind. Maybe you could hide over there and surprise your enemies when they push through. The biggest thing I noticed, though, the first time I drove through here was that this spot is opened up a little more. There's more cover. You can push right in here and take cover right here from the enemy and artillery. Whereas before, everyone kind of... one team would hide behind this rock and the team would hide behind that rock or something.
I'm one team.
Other than that, not a whole lot of big things. Of course, there's little tweaks here and there. But that's the big things that you really need to know about. Hopefully your favorite hiding spot for random bushes here and there and different maps isn't completely eliminated, because that's the case that I've had happen
Unless
before.
you're a T95.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like... well, a T95 over there who hides in the A7 spot.
Yeah, then you're in trouble if your team doesn't help you. You've got to make sure your team doesn't get flanked a lot. There's a lot of places to flank your team now. I mean, push down a hill.
No, you're not. You're sliding.
Gah. But yeah, that's Pro River for you. Notice how I have to check the map name in the tab menu.
Good job.
Because I'm an expert. So yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the little map tour. And hopefully you can find this information informative for those of you who, I guess, can't or haven't downloaded the test server. If you can and you haven't, I recommend you do. Especially since you get to check out these amazing new tank models, rifling in the barrels and everything.
They're almost too HD for the textures of the map.
Yeah, I agree. But there's definitely some changes. I'll have another video up on my channel, if not already, then very soon, for historical battles. Stop shooting me.
Why? Oh no!
It's very distracting. Ah, that shit. But for historical battles, there'll be a video up, and there'll also be one just showing off the new HD textures on these tanks. If you haven't seen that already from one of the other YouTubers that I'm way behind of, then yeah, I'll see you later. Now somebody die, so we can end with a slight boom. There's a boom.
That was the boom.